Kanizi. But what's
Huh?
Kanizi?
Kanizi is the name.
That's like your real name.
One of my names. Yeah.
What does Kanizi mean?
I don't know.
You don't know what Kanizi mean?
No.
You don't look like a person who wouldn't want to know what his name means.
Yeah. What do you mean? What are you insinuating?
You look like people that want to find out the truth.
Yeah.
You search for the truth.
I tried, but it's like could it be me?
Ukapenda kaswag katisha shade deceive.
Hey, couldn't I have some food?
You know what type of swag go by when you appear to the public? It's like this is an intellectual. This is a CEO, but nada.
Couldn't I have some food?
But what do you do like on a regular?
On a regular.
On a regular day. What's your daily job?
Music, man. You said happening music full time. But I've done other things as well, you know, just for survival. I'm a graphic design, you know, IT. I've done IT as a profession.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
Unilas.
For real? When did you complete?
Last year.
Last year. Oh. So how was it, man? School,
Nyama pressure. Last year. Oh, you mean like the balance?
Yeah. But even okay, let's talk about first just school in general.
Just school.
Never pressure point.
Never pressure. Because you want to balance. Wait, we've started?
Yeah, like.
Oh, yeah. You know, I thought this was like behind the scenes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome to ZMB Talks, my beautiful people. My name is Edie and at the People's Bay. I'm hanging out with Kanizi. I'm here to find out more about him. And in case you don't know, I also don't know, but he's kind of like close to DJ Mzengum, and I want to find out why. And yeah, just
All right.
that.
That caught me off guard.
What do you mean that caught you off guard?
No, my secret.
My secret? What secret?
Because then I'm going to the behind the scenes, Katie.
Can't say nothing bad we started.
Yeah, would have gone deep.
I love deep interviews.
Oh yeah?
Though people think I'm not deep.
I don't know. Why do people think you're not deep?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's relative, you know?
Shout out to everybody who's been subscribing. If you're new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to leave a comment. I was talking about people not thinking I'm deep, right? How deep do you go with your music?
I go deep.
Like how deep?
Like deeper than the first cut, you know? You know, like Vamala Vemaka, by my first cut is the deepest. Yeah, I go deeper than that. Like I go into the soul, you know, like mostly I write about my experiences, you know, and the things I see around me. You know, so it goes very deep. It's soulful, you know, it's spiritual, so to say. That's how deep I go.
Is that why you had to respond to Benno's statement that when he went live and passed a comment to say black ni fiku, meaning black is dirt, then you're like, I'm a black guy. I gotta respond.
Because you don't do that, you know. Like that was just wrong on all levels, you know.
Yeah.
That was wrong. You know, I felt betrayed, you know. I felt bad for other people who are not as strong as I am, you know, because could even do a very low self-esteem, you know, like they just grew up, they just hear, you know, so I felt that's why I had to address it, because, you know, I was talking for other people as well, because I've been vulnerable as well, you know, we've gone through these things where we were segregated because we were dark-skinned and whatnot. And then here's someone who catch up because you know what I mean. Now if you know left so organize upon. No believe. Imagine someone. Imagine that's your son or your sister, 6 years old. They're seeing that because everyone's on TikTok now. So it's guys you know what I mean.
Did he respond?
Obviously indirectly, but he can't respond directly.
How did the fans respond?
I can bet he can't respond.
But he can't respond. Why? You went too hard, too hard?
Yeah, like, you know, like, I was just saying the truth, you know. That's real. You know, anyone who's normal will tell you that you don't do that. Whether someone is blue, yellow, any other race, you can't, start saying no, you're not beautiful, you're dirty, or you just done that. So, like, definitely can't respond, because how can you respond to that without offending the masses? You get the point. What is he going to say? So I'm sure because that wasn't even a diss, and it was a lesson. I was just teaching him how he should think, because that's all this. Imagine all these years we've fought for freedom, we've fought for people to believe in them, because that's what white people did. They were stepping on us so that we don't believe in ourselves more, so that we don't take chances, we don't work for things. That's how you destroy someone. When you ukampanyila self-esteem, you destroy them. They can't do anything. So we've worked so many years as black people, as just humanity, to grow, to believe in ourselves more, to change our mindsets. And then he was just rubbing all that years of work in just one, using one video. So
what did the fans say? I'm a fan.
What did they say about the song?
About the song.
Hey,
how did they feel about that?
The response was amazing. It was amazing. Like they loved. Firstly, they were saying, "Oh, we love. It sounds different. We love the beat. The vibe is different." Secondly, we love the message because you're speaking facts. And thirdly, you addressed the issue. It's like the elephant in the room that no one was addressing. So, and the fact that I also produced that, like I made the beat, and people were saying the beat is nice. That was like, oh.
So you produce your own work too?
Not really. That was like my first song.
Okay.
To produce for myself, because I never used to produce for myself. And so child kocheva guy, but sound yenenzo funa kuspangira and so nishisinizio. So I was like, I can't rap on this, it's better I give people.
Yeah.
But yeah, mix machine helped with the vocals mixing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. I know you talked about Black history. Now, moving on from that, brother, self-esteem is influenced by the energies around you, right?
Exactly.
What people label you is what's going to boost it or reduce your self-esteem. So So now when you talked about like people like me that have what type of environment have you, or what type of environment do you come from?
I come from a mixture of environments. I come from the hood, the ghetto, what is it? Hood.
These days could get to the Ibex. How?
Yeah, I come from the hood. Yeah, but Kalingalinga. Before Kalingalinga developed, we grew up in Kalingalinga, so we've seen things. We've heard things, we've gone through things. But then also, I've lived an okay life. Like my parents are hustlers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I never really, even if I've been in Kalingalinga and I know the life, it's just that I exposed myself for, just to learn, and not that, there's a Vutika bad shani. Yeah, I would be lying if I said that, because of the queen, the Dala and the hustling, so that's Tankalako, at least average, proper. But yeah, so I've grown up in that environment, and I know how sensitive that topic is, and I know how it affects someone, because once you tell someone you're dark, you're not beautiful, you're down, you never do anything. If they are very they're very weak and they're not that strong, that gets to them. Even their future. They are smart, but they don't believe in themselves. You know what I mean? That's what it does to you. So that's just wrong. I don't want my young sisters or my children to grow up like that, Yeah.
We met at the Nexus Music auditions.
Yeah.
But then you look so calm now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. When we met, you're not this,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What was your first impression on me?
You were a rapper.
Yeah.
Like attitude, rapper attitude,
Oh, yeah?
what attitude? Yo, so I was like, oh, okay. But then when you came to it, I'm like, Abani Kanizi.
Yeah. But I'm a very I'm a very open but quiet, you know. But I like I remember when we met, I was like, Indiana number one fan, you know.
Yes, you're so hyped.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
I was
oh,
hyped.
okay.
That's also me, but you know, usually I'm a quiet guy. I just choose to no, Edna, I can you know what I mean? Like this is the vibe Edna needs, or you know, this is the vibe we have here, and you know, so
this is not the vibe we have here.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
What's the vibe we have here? Vibe in my phone. Yeah, so I'm a dancer. You know?
Before I forget, you said you grew up in the ghetto, and you know, you just love to appreciate your skin. Let me ask you this: would you date a girl that bleaches? Bleaches her skin.
Would I date a girl that bleaches? That's a good question. That's a good question. Would I date someone that bleaches their skin? Well, that's like we meet and I know they bleach their skin.
It could be, but as long as we just know there's some exfoliating somewhere.
Well, I think that's I think that's going to be hard for me. I don't think I can manage, you know, because I want someone who, if you know, because this question has got like two sides of it. It's
okay, let me make it easy. You meet this girl, black and beautiful girl, as in one bigger than right? So now you're dating this girl, she's that. Then all of a sudden she starts, you know, applying the creams. Would you?
Yeah, no, like, we are dating and then she starts doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would start. I would try to fix her, you know.
Would you
continue dating her?
Okay. Oh, you'd fix her, right?
Yeah, like I would try to, because obviously that's a sign that she doesn't love herself, you know, the way she's supposed to, and it's either she's exposed to the wrong information, probably on her phone, or she watches a lot of reality stuff or whatever. So I would try to help her find herself, you know. Okay. Because obviously she knows sober, you know.
So what are you trying to say?
Hey, come on, kala check that when I'm going kala ni mistake, and then it's too late. By the time they're realizing that I've actually done this, it's too late. They've ruined their skin, yeah, and some of them start when they are young, so you could understand. Okay. But one be working in Makulu, yes.
So, but would you be attracted to someone who bleaches their skin?
It depends.
On what?
No.
You wouldn't.
No, I don't. It depends on maybe their intelligence or what exactly that. Yeah. No. Okay. It's all love, you know. No segregation.
I get it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Comfortable, Kanizi. Let's listen to let the people know what you're made of, what you can do. A little something.
A little something.
Yes.
I think I could take last.
If not now, last, and you know.
Oh my God. Okay, so amen. Yo, Nikaku, uzavena pitamo Suzani believer malingo moyo lipo music sinza kaliva nilinga mani kama divas ya zandisiva manega rule number 1 pasanga ufuna kureceiver fulu maheta leta machete tizabateta beta bankale chete olompeta tima peta nipenta image na flow monga Picasso ukamba ndiwe chef but Suzy wo Picasso paeleske kaso.
Hey, see what he did there?
Invest in your hustle.
You featured on Muzengaman's Cypher. Yeah. You know, is it? How many times have you featured on his Cypher?
The end of year Cypher.
The end of year Cypher, the upcoming uprising.
Yeah. There's like end of year Cypher, and he did like a new wave Cypher. 2021. Yeah. So I've been on the end of year 2020 Cypher, new wave 2021 Cypher, and then end of year 2021 Cypher. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Which one is your favorite?
All of them. Because like we had different artists, a group of different artists,
Yeah.
all of them, so it was like, it was fun, it was fun, challenging.
Dope. How did you meet Mzenga, man?
How did we meet? My job, just I think I had the project. I had the project, and we started talking. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, let's work on this. Let's work on. So it was, it was first business. Just working, and then he did, one of those challenges he does. And do this and you win this, blah, something. Yeah, so someone.
Put your jacket properly. Stand up and then, fix it.
Oh.
It's killing the swag.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? See? It's supposed to be like that. Now if I dress you up, I'm the people's paper, I can't.
Yeah. I feel
Madame is watching,
Yeah. Cheers.
Then you can drop your call and now that's the swag. That's a beat. Yeah. You say?
Bless. Yeah, so he did one of those challenges he does, where you win something, a couple of songs or something. Yeah, so I someone called me and was like, hey, Mzenga achta, umarekoda kona Mzenga. Achta, I think that was even after I dropped Pazed, because Pazed kind of like went viral,
That was the first commercial song. Or with Mzenga, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so went a little bit viral, and so a friend of mine texted me like, Mzenga is doing this challenge. I should just try it out. And I was like, no, I'm not at the level where I'm a challenge. Like, bunch it pushing, Yeah, and it's like, it won't hurt, you know what I mean? Like, just do it. Like, for fun. I even did it, and I won.
What were you talking about, Mupazid?
Pazed was just it was basically like freestyle writing. So I was just playing with words, playing with the vibe, playing with the beat and words. It didn't have like a message.
Do you prefer freestyles, or you'd rather sit down and just compose a whole song?
Both, because that's the art. Freestyles are part of rap, they're part of hip hop. So the guy was freestyle no bad.
Sakambaso Nswambi. Sakambaso. For real? So you can freestyle. Okay, no, let's do this. Talk about my man's there in a cape.
I talk about him.
Yes, because he's saying just so much stuff freestyle, mama.
Yeah. Okay, homeboy looks quiet. I know everything he does, he never quits. Guy is very gentle. But ifuti ana menso. Elo freestyle ine chikali. But inakawalini machai. Wagaye wamafuna kunipa ya. Hey, but indine rap messiah.
Talk about this chair, bro.
Hey, look at the chair, man. Idinga na monga ina hair, bro. Let's go. But yawe edna suli fair.
Hey.
Ine pano na bwela pa interview. Wamboni chai sama freestyle ya free. Uzi bati ma freestyle ni machaja. Ka type C una charger. Okay, that's a little bit shaky though. But
yeah. Okay, I love the confidence. I love the confidence. Just God say, okay, right into it.
But I love freestyles. It's just that I haven't been. I used to freestyle a lot.
Yeah.
But I haven't been practicing because of my busy.
Yeah.
But I believe that's hip hop. That's rap. So I want to get the industry to a point where even when we go on radio stations and shows, we're not doing verses. We're actually freestyling. You know what I mean?
Dope.
That's the level where we have to take it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. So do you or have you at any point talked about your alleged abuse in any of your songs?
Which one?
Your alleged abuse that you put out saying you were raped at the age of 7.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't.
Why?
That was the surprisingly that was the first time I put that out in public.
What led to that?
Before that moment, before I put that out, no one knew except my closest cousin.
For real?
Not even my mom, not even my dad. Yeah.
So they only found out on Facebook?
I don't even know if but yeah, they called me they called me. Like, someone is telling us, I don't know. Yeah, someone is telling us this, they've seen this on TV and whatnot. And I was like, hey, tell me your phone. You know what I mean? We have to talk about this. But yeah, I feel like this is the time when I have the voice to speak on it. You know, all this time it's been in me, you know, and I didn't have the courage to talk about it. But I feel like it's affecting a lot of other people. Like even now, there are people who've gone through it. There are kids who still go through it. Like boy child, you know, they go through that. So it has to stop because it also affects you mentally, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's the boy child being molested by an uncle, you know. Yeah, so it's deep. Sometimes it's like me, an older girl, you know. Sometimes it's the maid, you know what I mean, the help. So these things are happening. So I want, like, the reason why I put that out was to start a conversation and just enlighten the parents to tell them you can protect the boy child as well and the girl child. I'm not saying stop protecting the girl child. They both have to be protected. You know, because sometimes they protect the girl child and they don't
neglect the child.
Yeah, so
I get it.
Yeah.
So there's this mindset of people thinking some individuals open up. For instance, your case, right? There's this perspective of saying you opened up because you're trying to push your music, right? So where did this courage come from?
Like I said, because now the courage came like a few years ago, but you know, for you to be heard, you have to have a platform. You get the point, eh? So it wouldn't make sense for me to even speak on it. Who am I for me to speak on it when I don't have an audience? No one will even listen. You get the point, eh?
But don't you start to create the audience?
Then I'll be using that. Then that will be clout, you know, because when I'm now coming out, you know, trying to create an audience using that topic, it's now that's what they call clout now, because I'll be using that too. But I didn't want that. It's just like a side story that, you know, I was even surprised, you know. Oh yeah.
You're surprised at this.
No, like for me, I put it out for myself and just a few other. I didn't expect it to be asked
real?
on interviews or on TV, you know.
Well, for me, the reason why I'm asking is the narrative behind the male child being raped.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's impossible.
Yeah.
Others are being raped and they don't know that they're actually being raped.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know you're young, right? But there's like somebody out there who's really young and doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Besides your age and your mindset, but what really made you realize like, this is wrong.
This is wrong. Well, when you're young, you're just not like, for example, the way I am very reserved and I don't talk much. So the person who was doing it knew that I probably won't even tell anyone about it. And, you know, that's what happened. So,
Was it once?
Pardon?
Was it once?
No,
Twice?
more than twice.
For real?
Yeah.
How did that affect you mentally?
Mentally, I got exposed to a world I didn't have to at that age. So now I knew about sexuality and, you know, the forbidden fruits at a very young age. So it affects my hormones as well because they become active.
Did that make you like or hate women?
At that point, I didn't even know. You know, but I knew, I've always known I liked women, you know.
I know, but then, you know, when some people say, no, I became this because this type of person abused me. Hence, I was trying not to be with
Women,
anybody, women or anybody having the similar characteristics to this person.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, what did you think of women after that?
I don't think it gave me like any weird perspective about women, but what it did for me is it affected me in a way where like my hormones became very active
At a young age.
Yeah, so I started now to pursue women at a very young age. Yeah, so even when you're in class, you would be, because now you know you think of those things. So even when I'm in class, instead of me concentrating on what she's teaching, but now I'm thinking about her sexually, you know. You get the point? Because now I know. It's like waisula do iyo taya fa ikoku isula. So now you know like what Eve did when she ate the fruit, eh? Like they became enlightened. They know stuff now. You know, so now I knew stuff and I just couldn't control it, you know. So I was affected in a way that as a young kid I didn't really enjoy my my young age because I used to think of those things, you know, you start you think you're pursuing women, you're thinking of sex, you know. So concentration can kalako divided. Instead of you either playing or learning stuff or studying, you're thinking of other things.
Why don't you put this in your music? I think it's a good topic to talk about.
Yeah.
In the raps and the bars.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll see. Rap is a little bit complicated when it comes to topics like that.
What do you mean?
You
think people think you're weak?
No, like I need to find a perspective that, you know, that will deliver the message I want to deliver. Because people can easily take, you know, this topic is sensitive.
It is.
Yeah, so people can easily take what I'm saying a different way if I don't say it right. Because other people are actually saying, but wale we know, you know what I mean? You know, on the comments. Yeah, but no, that's not possible. Like you said, people think it's not possible to rape a guy. So other people are saying, you are probably feeling nice, or, you know what I mean? But there was other people as well who was telling their stories and they're saying, I also went through this and this is what happened. And I also went through Bengi.
How did you overcome it? How did it start and when did it stop?
It didn't stop very, no, I mean, it didn't last very long, but the effects are what I even live with right now, you know? Yeah, but I think I haven't even really overcome it fully now. You know, I haven't overcome it fully. I don't know correct it, so but I see. Yeah, so I'm still fighting those battles and those are just not meant to be open that early. You know, so that's what I'm trying to, because I'm still fighting those battles and I'm trying to let people know that prevention is better than cure. So make sure your child doesn't go through this, or else they'll have to deal with this their whole life. You know? Yeah. It's like taking someone's virginity. You know, and once you take someone's virginity or you give them their first child, you can't take that back. You know, the effects have already been, you know. So prevention is better than cure.
Has that affected your current relationship?
My current relationship? No.
Or does that affect your relationships?
It's affected my mentality, so yeah. It has.
For real?
Yeah. Because as long as my brain is tweaked in a certain way, everything else is tweaked. Don't mind it.
I'm really happy because you're here to share your story, you're here to share your musical journey, because people need to understand that being a man, yes, you have to be tough, but you're also human and you go through certain things, right? Yeah. So now, how do we plan on the sensitization, the music? How are these things going to merge now? Do you plan on working with NGOs?
Well, if that's the route God wants me to take, then I might. But for now, I'm just using the talent He's given me. So that's through the music. You know, yeah, but, you know, if someone approaches me and they have ideas on how we can sensitize people, or if I see an opportunity and, you know, see someone who can help me reach people and, you know, make a plan, it's a plan. I'm down, you know.
How do you feel that now, me? You know, we know that. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Kanizi. Are you working on an album? What should the fans look forward to?
For now, just more music. I was working on an EP, but I'll just put it on hold because it's too nice. You know, people are not ready. So You know, like now it's just more visuals, more singles, just for people to get acquainted with the sound. And that okay, sound, yeah. You know, and then now we can give them an album. But for now, just more music. Because people were complaining. Like before Black Sea Dot, my last song was like 8 months ago. So why am I busy to my nyimbo tu and we want more music, you know. So now it's more music, you know, more videos. Yeah.
Interesting. All the best, man. So who's executive producer for this? Who's producing your records? Is it Mzenga man, or you have other producers you work?
It's a whole team because M-Beats now is is a whole team. We've got sound engineers. Yeah, sound engineers. There's producers in there. There's Mzenga as executive as well.
Yeah.
You know, plus there's me who can also do some things on my own. You know, so we're working as a team. So if I need sound engineering, take it to the team. Like the way we did Black Sea Dot. I made the beat, mixed the beat, you know, went to record. The sound engineer did my vocals. You know what I mean? Sent it to Mzenga, he approved. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of channels it's going to.
All right. All the best, man. Hoping to see you. Everybody who sits outside here, I don't know, they just start to sow. So I don't know what God is saying. But all the best, man. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting ZMB Talks. Man, this is only possible because you people are supporting. Keep supporting ZMB Talks. Subscribe, share, like. Who do you want to see next? Remember, it's #elevating the industry. I've been the people's bait. Till next time. Mwah.